There we go. Happy Saturday, meatballs. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Oh my, what a face that is, man. Wow. Kind of scared you guys before breakfast, man. What? Yeah. I'm just listening to what my things are saying. That's kind of like what I'm going to bring up today, guys. So I haven't lost my shit. I'm still here. But there was an employee yesterday. I'm just laughing at myself. There was one of the employees yesterday. It was a very busy day, and this employee was literally in their corner doing their work. We had a lot of stuff to do yesterday, man. And I looked over there and I saw this employee just talking away. And I was like, I walked up, I said, who are you talking to? She goes, myself. I said, that's what I'm talking about, man. That a boy, that a girl. You do it, you do it, you do it. And that's the premise of today's thing. What? See, the thing is, I'm going to introduce you guys to today. And a lot of us, all of us have it. It's a best friend, a confidant, the only thing you can trust, the one who knows it all. And very few of us actually listen to that. And in the quote box today, I'm going to get right to my point. We always hear, but very few listen. That friend is, I'm going to go right to the words, not associated with that in the quote box, but it's really simple. And it came out of a quote that I posted in the inner reel yesterday, and it's really powerful because when you learn to listen to what is coming from you, that's why we talk to ourselves, because we're answering what's going, that keeps answering us back what we're trying to say to ourselves. Inner, being near the center, especially of influence, intellectual, mental, and psychological, voice, influential power, articulation, and formulation. I always say listen to your heart, soul, yid, spirit, whatever it might be, but the best friend you could ever have in your life is right in here, meatball. It's that gut feeling. Even scripture talked about it. Proverbs, sages, influential speakers for thousands of years have said, listen to what is coming from you. It's like that person, you're like, that person's jacking behind my back. No, they're not. Yes, they are. And come to find out that usually is the case anyway. You're insecure. No, meatball, I just feel something not right. And a perfect example was another employee of mine recently had some growths removed from her breasts. And she said, Jared, they're benign. But he still wants to do radiation. I said, well, what is your heart telling you? And he said, no. I said, then no. If it's benign, then it's fine. This is the point I'm trying to get at. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. Not being who you are is not listening to what your insides are telling you, that inner voice. It's a hard thing for people to get, and it took me the longest time to realize that for myself. But that best friend that we have, the only thing we can really trust in this world to guide us, it's holding the red flags for us, meatball, all the time. It's telling us, don't turn right, don't turn left. It's telling us to make investments here or be with this person there. But few of us don't listen because we got over here, look at the shiny object. That's called life, man. It's saying, look over here. Don't pay attention to what you're thinking about. You're weird. You're insecure. You're this, you're that. Keep looking that way. And we literally stop listening. We literally stop listening to who we really are or who we truly want to be. We've actually told ourselves that it's not attainable. And it's sad because in the form of despair is a form of hopelessness. Because if you don't listen to your insides one way, it's going to manifest on your outside another way. In other words, you, that human meat suit that we are, is called disease or ailments or headaches or stress or this or that. That's basically your inside saying, okay, you don't want to listen, so you're going to live in all these hopelessness feelings the rest of your life, or feelings that aren't conducive to where you want to go. It's just warning you ahead of time. But it's also your best friend. It'll tell you what to do, but you gotta listen. You gotta get past this thing that's hanging around. It's called life. It kind of gets in the way of who you truly are and who you truly want to be. And there was, Roy Bennett said some amazing words. Listen, you will never follow your own inner voice until you clear up the doubts in your mind. This is where self-help comes in, because self-help, if you hyphen it, basically self-help. In other words, you're helping yourself. You're getting over what has happened to you. You're true. This is why I journal every day. I try to understand myself. We are complex, man. We are the most powerful computers. It's hard. It's hard to decode this saturation of memories and experiences that we always bring up every single day. But our inner voice is the one that has a clear mind. It's our gut feeling. It's our heart. It's our soul, yid, whatever the hell you want to call it, God, whatever you guys want to call it. But it's always guiding you. But we've been conditioned otherwise in so many ways. I mean, I used to make fun of people who used to talk to themselves, and here I am talking to myself all friggin' day long, man. That was the only good thing about COVID. We wore a mask, and I was able to articulate sentences without nobody even noticing it. But now with technology, you can talk to yourself and hold your phone in your hand. I'm on the phone. No, you're not, meatball. You're talking to yourself. You're just answering a thought that you're trying to figure out, and you're trying to answer what's going on in your life. And that's great, because by verbalizing it, you just double the power instead of just thinking about it. Now you're verbalizing it. You just enhanced that thought even more to find out better answers from those questions, or from that red flag that's being waved right in front of you. Don't go here. Don't do that. Don't see this. Don't invest in that. When you start listening to that, you'll start benefiting from that. It's like your financial advisor, your therapist, your self-help, your best friend in the whole world. But until you start listening to that inner voice of who you truly are, you're always going to be in this despair kind of feeling in your life. And that's a rotten place to be, because the more you live in that hopelessness, that despair in your life can only manifest on who you are on the outside, and your events, your circumstances, your physicality, because we're all gifted with something, but we've all been trained to not do it. We can't do it, meatball. How dare you? Can't do anything like that. And this is what I never understood. This is what probably made me stand out the most. And I love the fact that I'm this precocious person who says, wait, I got to ask better questions because I'll get better answers. If you're in this despair kind of feeling, remember and remind yourself, living in that, you're going to create from that. Not being happy is going to create more circumstances of not being happy. Not being who you are can only bring more situations to install that. And then you start living by this mantra up here, and you start looking towards the light. Like in, I don't know if you guys saw Nemo, that fish with the light on the end, it says, come on, come closer. That's basically all it is. We've been trained not to listen to ourselves. We've been trained not to believe in ourselves. We have been trained and indoctrinated with we just took it hook, line, and sinker that life is going to take care of us. No. We have the power to change anything we want. We have the power to heal. We have the power to bring whatever we want to bring into this life. But we have to listen to what is coming from us. It's all there. It's all pre-installed. It's like a computer chip stuck up your ass when you're born. It's saying, here you go. Everything's right there. It's all right there for you, but you gotta listen to it. Everything is revealed beforehand, but only those with eyes to see. Michael Johnson said that. And for those who don't understand, with eyes to see, it's you turning this inside. Insight. Scripture talked about it, especially in Proverbs, that they called it, what do they call it? This is really powerful. A sudden flash of insight. That's called a feeling there, meatball. It says, hello, red flag. Don't do that. But a lot of us have this feeling in life. They're saying, wait, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a schmuck. I don't listen to myself. And I got medals all over me for not listening to what my inner voice was telling me. This is not right. No, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to persevere. No, meatball, you're going to learn the hard way. That's called wisdom, indeed. And if you understand, you get enough wisdom, you'll start to listen to the inner voice. You start listening to who you really are and start acting that way every day. Proverbs 2-3. Yes! Exclamation point. It says, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding. It says, yes, if you call out for it. That's talking to yourself as well. Don't go around yelling at trees, man. They're going to put you in a little straitjacket. If you call out for insight, in other words, if you ask better questions and raise your voice, meaning emotion involved with those questions, you're going to find a better understanding on what's going on in your life. You'll understand who you truly are. Most of us don't. And we're already pre-installed with these amazing abilities and powers that we can create whatever we want. But for people who watch me, the thousands of views every week, they're looking for answers. Indeed, you already have the answer. We all have the answer. It's already installed in us. It's just we have to listen. We hear everything, but very few of us actually listen to what's coming out of us. We debate it all day. That's why we talk to ourselves most of the time. No, that can't be right. I'm fine. Yeah, okay, you'll be all right, but your wallet's empty. Does that make sense? It's all about you listening to who you truly are. And most importantly, following through on who you truly want to be. Because from that, we'll take away the despair, the hopelessness, and you'll start become this co-creator of your self-fulfilling prophecy, the good way, the way you've always wanted to be. And a lot of us have been through life, and we've all had all these situations and experiences, but it's those who don't let those situations and experiences ruin them. It's those who let down the walls and allow life to bring to them what they truly want, because they're sending out what they truly want. It's when you put up the walls that you basically, you seclude yourself, you raise the gate, you turn life off, and then you shake your fists in the air saying, what's wrong? Meatball, you close the gate. You got to open it. You got to allow what you want out for your life to where you want to come in. And when you start articulating that in your thoughts and your feelings and your actions every single day, life is not going to deny you. We've already been installed with it. We just got to learn how to use it. You got to learn how to manage it. You've got to not let this friggin' distraction above your head that's telling you how to think, act, and do every day determine your outcome in life, because you're going to live in this despair feeling that can only manifest in your physicality, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt real bad. Ask anybody who's constantly ill, who has chronic illnesses all the time. That's all your self-fulfilling prophecy of how you've been feeling for the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Think about it. If you don't want to believe me, that's fine. Do your own research. Emotion is energy in motion. It can only bring back what you're sending out. That's the karmic wheel of life that we all live on every single day. And it's a hard lesson for people to learn. I'm still learning, Meatball. I'm still learning every single day who I truly am. And I'm just going at it every single day, whether it's this or my writing or work or whatever it might be in life. Just do it. If it feels right, just do it. I mean, I see these quotes back in the 80s, the good life, and just, if it feels good, go do it again. I am thinking it's all physical. No, it's all mental. It's all mental. It starts from the inside, that inner voice of who you are, which projects to the outside. And if you guys are questioning what you're learning and the information I'm sharing, browse, please learn, because you're living in despair. You're living in this hopelessness sense. You're stuck against a wall. You've closed the gate of your own realm, your own castle. Until you let the gate down, open your mind up, and start truly understanding how powerful you are. You already have the gift. It's called self. We just got to learn how to use that self, man. They didn't give us a manual, and I've said this many times on America's Mentor. I wish they gave us a manual. They'd stuck that computer chip inside of us. They should have gave us the blue manual and said, here you go, success. Very easily, simple. But that would make life so dull. I'm sorry. You need these experiences. You need these situations to learn. But the problem is we don't want to learn. A lot of us, this is life's the problem. No, Meatball, it's you. It's me, us. It's ourselves that create our own life. So guys, enjoy your Saturday. I got to go to work, man. I got to put this shit together. Guys, America's Mentor _radio. I hope this helped. I hope so. We always hear all day long, but very few of us listen. When you start listening to that inner voice, you're going to come up with the most amazing ideas, situations, circumstances, life directions, who you truly want to be. You're not going to be living in despair anymore. You're going to be living in this mindset of I can become anything I choose to be because I already am it. I just got to learn how to use it. Guys, America's Mentor, at America's Mentor on Twitter, at America's Mentor on YouTube. Guys, thank you so much. Happy Saturday to all of you meatballs. Go out and make better choices, man. Talk to yourself all friggin' day long. You're going to get some better answers, man. I'll see you guys soon, man.